So I think we'll go into like trying for a while. I think that's today's like topic. So back in January of 2022, we started trying in hopes of announcing our pregnancy at our wedding in April of 2022. I know that's controversial.
Controversial, yeah. We might have started in December, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think actually probably. But I don't have any documentation of the December one, so I know for sure we started in January.
We started in January. We thought that, we were for sure going to get pregnant in the first month. We have a little video that we might edit. We might send a little clip into here.
Sorry, update. This is what your dad looks like.
You, Daddy. Yeah. Let's get the Shiloh cat reaction.
All right.
Wow, 420. Oh, weird.
Go ahead. What is it?
Just basically the very first month after us trying and her, before her period, doing pregnancy tests and us thinking that we're going to get pregnant because, it's just going to work like that. And this was like, we had no idea, not the littlest bit of doubt. Slightest bit of doubt or anything. We're like, you know what? First month, we're going to get pregnant just like that. Boom, bada, bam. We got a video and everything, like, going to look at the pregnancy test thinking that, oh boy, little did we know, huh?
Yeah.
Now it's a year and a half later, actually more than that. Making this.
But it's okay. We're here. So, so I kind of wanted to share. So in January through January, of 2022 to 2023, we used like the pre-mom app. So we tracked our ovulation and, we would have sex in the morning, sex at night. Like we would try all of the different things, different tips and tricks. We would try diet. We gave up drinking, caffeine. We used pre-seed, which is a lube that actually helps like sperm get to the ovary. We tried that because we weren't sure if that was the problem. We've tried, I think, pretty much every single little tactic that you can try to conceive.
Yeah, so the first couple months we were pretty much just trying right around the ovulation window. Then, so
every other day, every day, we tried it all.
Yeah. So first 2 or 3 months, and then 4 or 5 or 6 months in, we're really drilling it down. Like she's tracking everything. We're doing everything the way you should. Like, I mean, literally, like, it was crazy. We would have thought for sure we would have been pregnant 6 months in, got to the point to where like we were getting exhausted trying this and keeping track of all the stuff while living our normal lives and putting a lot of pressure on, that time of the month. It's just like, there's so many little things that people don't talk about that go into it. But,
and it's like exciting and then it's stressful because it's like you have to do it at this peak and this one day and then 5 days before, the day of, and then possibly the day after even. And then it's like, well, you have to do it every other day because you need sperm to take time to rejuvenate itself. And then it's like, well, no, I've got pregnant off of every day. And so,
then every month, getting kind of excited thinking that it's going to be the month because we did everything right. And then, the same results. Several months we're doing tests, 1 or 2 or 3 tests around that time, especially in the beginning. Like, you'll see in the very first video, there's something, I don't know, there's a couple funny things in it, but,
So, we tried, and then, come January, we knew something was wrong, but I think it was end of January, we said, okay, let's give it 1 more month. And then come February is whenever we called our fertility clinic, and that's whenever we did our research. We found, the best fertility clinic in our area is Shady Grove Fertility. They're nationwide. We have had a great experience with them up till now. And we also looked into CNY fertility, and they're pretty common as well. But we just felt in our guts that Shady Grove was the way to go. I actually reached out to an influencer, and she did IUI through Shady Grove, and she told me that's who she used. She really recommends them, and so then we made an appointment there.
Yeah, we at this point we still have no idea what's going on. So let's see, what happened is, yeah, we made an appointment there. I
kind of assumed it was me.
Yeah, we kind of assumed it was her just because statistically a lot of times it is the female. I never put any blame on her or anything like that whatsoever. We just kind of assumed it was her, and she kind of assumed it was her.
Yeah, because I think, like, my periods were 25 days, which is actually, like, pretty low. And I thought, well, maybe I have PCOS, which is definitely a thing that people suffer with and can't get pregnant because it blocks, like, your egg. And I was like, oh, maybe I have that. I thought my fallopian tube was blocked.
These are all just thoughts, yeah.
I did all this research, and I'm like, it has to be something.
I mean, I think in every couple, like, the first person that's probably going to get tested just statistically is the female. So, yeah, so she went in, and what kind of stuff did you do?
I did blood work. They tested my AMH levels and all of my levels, and then they did 2 ultrasounds. They did one to see how many follicles I have on each side, and then they did one where they actually put fluid through my fallopian tubes to make sure that they weren't blocked. And so
When you did blood work on
multiple
in the beginning,
occasions.
another time.
Yeah, multiple occasions. And every time everything came back fine. So it was up to the fallopian tube one, and I was like, oh, this has to be it. So I went in there and basically told her, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure my fallopian tube's blocked. Like, that's probably what's going on. And then it wasn't blocked, and that's when they recommended, okay, like, we need to go get Thomas tested.
Yeah, meanwhile, at the very end of all that stuff, I ordered a sperm test off of Amazon for like $60 or something. It was like the highest rated one. Mm-hmm. And I followed the instructions per every single thing, like how it's supposed to be. And it turned out that it was like, negative for like the right amount of sperm count. So it showed that like I didn't have the right amount of sperm count. And I was like, this must be some sort of, faulty test. So I went like not like a dummy because, I definitely wanted more answers. So I bought another one for another $60. So then, same results, like maybe like a week or so later. And at that rate, I was like, okay, well, maybe it could have something to do with me. Maybe there's something is going on, like in the slightest bit. I mean, this test is just very simple. It's not like the fertility clinics, they go way into more detail. They stir it, separate it, do all these.
Clean it.
Yeah. So I guess the next step after that one was to do a sperm analysis through Shady Groves. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess this is when like the real stuff, juicy stuff, starts coming into play. So yeah, basically I did my sperm analysis for Shady Groves. I did it at home, brought it into the clinic within 2 hours, and usually get the results within like 1 to 3 days. So I remember Jen, we're actually at my buddy's house, getting ready to go fishing on his boat and loading up in the morning, and she said, "Oh, Dr. Sprague called and Shady Groves is on the phone."
So like we ran out of their house and like ran down the street.
Yeah, because we're not telling anyone that nobody knew that we were having issues. Everything was very private.
We kept it private for a really long time.
That's another reason why we're doing YouTube. It's like, just so we can share this with our friends and family too, if they ever want any updates. But
it's easier, I think, just to like do this one time because it really is emotionally exhausting, like telling people, and then certain people's reactions are not the best. And so that's really, really hurtful for someone in a very fragile state, I would say.
Well, everyone just looks at it different. I mean, so.
But, anyways, so Dr. Sprague called and she told us that,
she basically says that they found 0 sperm, so I have a condition called azoospermia, which is an absolute absence of sperm in the, semen. So if you have like 2 or 3 million sperm per milliliter, that's considered like bad, and like your only chance of getting pregnant would be to do IUI. Because it's just not going to happen naturally. So your only chance would be to do IUI. So she said that I had 0 sperm, which is like, holy cow. Like even if I had like 300 sperm, even if I had 100,000 sperm, it's considered really bad. Low. But I had 0, which is like a huge shocker. So my first thing that I wanted to do is like, oh man, I need to get tested again. Like maybe something faulty happened or whatever. I know that sounds crazy. That was the 3rd test. But trust me, there's going to be more tests.
Yeah, and I think when you go through something like that, like, it's very hard to, like, believe it, because for him, he's in such good shape, and he's healthy. Like, we gave up alcohol, we gave up caffeine. Like, none of it really made sense to us. We just didn't understand. And so, of course, I mean, we trust the doctors and everything like that, but we're like, no, something